Peace be upon you and good mercy be blessings. This is Mahmoud Abu Zaiter with you. Today I am going to explain the disease Western equine esophagitis. Disease is basically an arboviral disease, meaning it's viral and transmitted through vectors. It primarily affects horse and humans, causing severe inflammation in brain tissue.
As for where the virus exists in nature, the main reservoir is wild bird, especially small bird which live the virus in their blood. This host ring is wide and includes horse, humans, rodents, and even livestock. But the important point here is the humans and horse are considered dead-end host because the virus level in their blood isn't enough to infect another mosquito. How does the virus reach humans? The main way is through the butt of an infected mosquito, and the primary carrier is the Colixteracillus mosquito. The life cycle starts from birds to mosquito and the back to bird and human and horse. Another this cycle accidentally, and there are no records showing that the disease spreads from human to human. As we can see in this picture, the natural cycle happens between bird and mosquitoes, and mosquitoes are the ones that transmit the virus to horse and human. And we noted from the diagram that they are dead-end host, meaning the cycle end with them and they don't transmit it back to mosquitoes again. The way the disease happens starts with a mosquito, but the virus begins to multiply at the set of the bud. Then it enters the bloodstream and causes virion from the blood. It can reach the centrally nervous system and invade the brain, where it causes inflammation and destroys nerve cells. Of course, the severity of the disease mainly depends on the age of the person, and kids are the most sensitive and affected group. Common symptoms start with a general fever, muscles ache, and fatigue. And in adults, the infection may be unnoted, but in the neurological phase, adults experience headaches, lethargy, and light sensitivity, while in children, the symptoms are more severe, including serious paralysis, and it can lead to permanent mental retardation with a fatality rate of up to 4%. In horse, the incubation period lasts from a week to 3 weeks. It starts with nervous agitation and then turns into extreme lethargy and drowsiness. The horse loses its balance and develops facial muscles paralysis and difficulty swallowing. This disease is very deadly for horse, with a mortality rate of up to 30%, and it can go up to 50% during epidemics. The diagnosis, the disease in the lab, we rely on isolating the virus from tissue or using molecular testing like RT-PCR to detect the E2 gene. We also used ELISA to detect IgM and IgG antibodies in serum or carbospinal fluid CSF, along with epidemiological indicators like similar cases in horse in the same area. The neurological symptoms are similar. We need to distinction with disease and do a differential diagnosis with the other disease like West Nile fever, Eastern equine esophagitis, and Lowe's encephalitis seen, they all show a very similar clinical picture. As for treatment and for mortality, there is no specific therapy for this virus, and the available treatment is supportive like managing faults and cells. As for prevention in humans, we use mosquito nets and insect repellents. While in animal prevention mainly relies on vaccination using the inactivated formal inactivated vacuum for horse. And the importance of this disease lies in the facts that it is zoonotic and can cause fast and dangerous outbreak, and because of its lasting neurological effects, especially on children, monitoring the disease in animals and birds becomes a fundamental and essential way to predict and control any future human outbreak. Thank you.